Now look, I know we're 15 days early. I want them to hear us in Delhi. Happy Diwali! Happy Diwali! So I want to begin by thanking everyone who has made this event possible. One of the great things when Hindus, Jains and Sikhs come together is the sun shines. So thank you very much for everyone helping making today a success. But I want to say this, look, we haven't got one High Commissioner, we haven't got two High Commissioners, we have three High Commissioners celebrating Diwali in the square. I want you to show your love to the High Commissioners of Nepal, Uganda and India. Now, one of the reasons why it is so important to celebrate the festival of Diwali is the stories of Diwali are as important today as they were thousands and thousands of years ago when the Lord Rama led Sita back to his kingdom. It's a story about how light overcomes darkness. It's a story about how knowledge overcomes ignorance. It's a story about good overcoming evil. And that story is as relevant in 2022 as it was those thousands and thousands of years ago, because you know and I know there are some people that try and drive a wedge between communities, try and drive a wedge between people of different faiths. Are we going to let them succeed? No. Are we going to let them succeed? No. No, we're not. That's why Diwali is so important. The Diwali in London committee work day in, day out, week in, week out to organise this fantastic event, from meditation to yoga, from dance to singing, and of course later on we're going to have Bollywood. So I want you to show your appreciation to the Diwali in the Square committee, please, with a big round of applause. Now the final thing I'm going to say is this, and this is really important. We've got three High Commissioners here today. We've got tourists here from around the world, many of whom will be experiencing Diwali in the Square for the first time. I'm quite clear in my mind that one of the reasons why London is the greatest city in the world is the contribution made by Hindus, Jains and Sikhs to our city. Whether you work in the NHS, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you work in culture, whether you work in the community, thank you for the work you do making London the greatest city in the world. This is the first Diwali in the Square since the pandemic, and look around you. Look around you at the wonderful people celebrating Diwali in the Square. And that's because here in London, we believe diversity is a strength, not a weakness. It makes you stronger, not weaker. It makes us richer, not poorer. So thank you very much for what you do to make London the greatest city in the world. Thank you for showing the best of Hinduism, of Jainism, of Sikhism. Thank you for making friends with Muslims, with Christians, with Jews, with Buddhists, those who are members of an organised faith or those that aren't. And for the next 15 days, for the next year, for the next decade, for the next century, let's show the world that here in London, you're free to be who you want to be, whether it's a Hindu, a Jain or a Sikh. You can be proud Hindus and proud Londoners, proud Jains and proud Brits, proud Sikhs and proud Londoners. Thank you very much. Whether it's been the terror attacks in the 80s, whether it's the awful fire at Grenfell, and we're going to recover from the pandemic. This is the first Diwali since the pandemic. Many of you helped out in relation to the vaccines, helped out looking after the elderly, helped out with the communities, but our businesses have really suffered. So we've got a new campaign, which is Love London. That means supporting our businesses, supporting our communities, and you have in charge of today Mr. Lover Man, Neil. So it's really important we support our communities, whether it's in Brent, Harrow, whether it's in Halsden, whether it's in Ilford, all over London. We've got to support our communities to recover from this pandemic. We know we've got a cost of living crisis, so let's support each other, let's be good neighbours, and let's get our city back off its knees after the pandemic so we can show the world we are the greatest city in the world. Thank you.